Hi, I'm Josiane Sevchuk. And today we continue the artesian well saga. Will it work out?
Guys, the well was reopened over there to remove the pipes and put others here because now they're installing the proper pipes to reach the Guarani Aquifer. Because if the water comes out as a spring, they say it shoots upwards, so it has to be this thicker one on the upper part. I believe so. I don't know the technical details, but that's what they told me. They're going to start installing these 6 here. After removing this part here, this is the part that hits inside the striker, and it ended up breaking this piece. You can see it here in the middle. They spent about 3 days removing the broken part from inside, but fortunately they managed to take it out. Look, from hitting so much in there, it broke here. That bigger part that was left inside, in fact, they had to use a tool they call a fisher to fish it out and pull it up, but it wasn't easy. The people here deserve congratulations for managing to remove this, because this could have caused a serious problem and stopped the well from working. So, there's the guy over there. He was telling me that this pot here must cost around 25,000 reais. Of course, they've already used it in several drillings. It's not new anymore, right? But just imagine the cost of this. It's extremely expensive. I even joked with them that I'm going to use this as a rustic dumbbell here to work out.
Yeah.
Just so you have an idea of what hits down there,
Guys, I'm keeping Mia inside because look, she's used to sleeping out there on the balcony. But look, the little babies came down from the nest and they're right there, and the balcony railing, look over there. Oh, right. Miguel, come here with mommy, okay? Yours? It's with mommy, yours. Yes, yes, yes.
I know you had a really bad day. Bad day. But I'm here, it's gonna be okay. Okay. World could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies ain't too gray, we're gonna be okay. Come, yes, so
and thank God, despite the little problems, we live in a blessed region, right, folks?
It's because there are regions, folks, that don't get the Guarani Clinic and Santa Catarina does.
So it's not the whole state, the countryside. There are regions here in Santa Catarina where they themselves work, they said. They went there, did 3 or 4 drillings and didn't find water. Here we know that no matter how deep you go, you'll find the Guarani Aquifer, so we fight back, folks. It's more complicated in the northeast and other parts of Brazil without an aquifer. It's difficult. You make a big investment and often can't get a return, right? Guys, it looks like the aquifer was reached here at 570 meters. Now they're going to do some maintenance on the machine to see if it's going to gush or not, how it's going to be, but it looks like it's going to work out. This machine here only goes up to 600. This is already the second, is it the second or the third machine? This one, this is the second machine. So if it didn't work at 600, we'd have to get a third machine. By the way, that's over in Paraná, so it could be a problem. It came from far away, but we'll see how it goes. It looks like now the guys found water there. They're taking out the drill bits so they don't damage the compressor. Seems like it's something like that. Let's take a look, and now it's dark. In the image it looks lighter, but it's actually dark. It's already about 7:30 at night, more or less, drizzling, lightning, and the guys don't stop working, right?
Looks like it hit the aquifer. But the guys had to turn off the machines there and it was raining. Now that the rain has calmed down, guys, I'm out of breath because I was running up a little hill over there now that the rain has calmed down. And look at the sky, like how it is. There were a lot of lightning strikes. There still are, but if God blesses us, tomorrow there will be a lot of water gushing out there. We still don't know if it's going to be a flowing well or not, but just having water already makes us really happy.
The next day, and it's still raining a lot. It rained all night long. And the people are still working there. Now they've removed the parts they needed. I think they've finished taking out the parts. And soon, if everything goes well, we'll get to see the water up close.
Guys, and I'm going out in the rain anyway, in my flip-flops, because I have to see it up close over there. And look at the situation. There's water everywhere. Look at the stream. I'll show you how the stream is. With all that heavy rain, look guys, the stream is it's really strong. There's a lot of water, really a lot. It rained a lot.
Now they've blocked the water over there, and let's see how strong it's going to come. Look over there.
Oh wow, look, the water is warm. Look at the steam, guys. Look at that. How cool. How cool. How cool. Look at the person. How cool. Look at the smoke. Cool.
This water comes straight from the Guarani Aquifer. It must have several medicinal properties.
Yeah, guys, it was a long way, but thank God it worked out. Thanks to the boys who really put in a lot of effort. Everything happened during this drilling, but God blessed us. It worked out. 570 meters, we reached the Guarani Aquifer. The warrior who calms his arm.
Look over there.
Congratulations, it's Leonardo.
Mancha, it's Tiago. Barba is Tiago. Antonio came. He was the lucky charm. He came and brought the water.
He's the unlucky one. He's the one who gave me Triquipa.
He was playing and he tried hard too. Yeah, look. Big guy, and he walked over there. Had to change the truck, right? Another 30 meters, had to change another one, right? Had to change another machine, right? Had to change...
Had to change.
It's a good thing it worked out with this one. Yes.
You're happy then.
Oh my God, I cried with joy.
Let's time how long it takes to fill this 20-liter bucket.
Yeah. It's going to run out.
So it took 15 seconds to fill this 20-liter bucket. According to the calculations people did here, the flow rate is around 4,800 to 5,000 liters per hour.
with water is ready, guys, and it turned out really nice indeed. Wow, the water pressure is great, really pleasant. The water is warm, just perfect. Wow, what a delight. How nice. And now turn it off, Dad. And now, guys, we had an idea. Since we couldn't put our hands in, let's try to right here.
It's gonna be okay. This song could go on. We're gonna be okay if all the blue skies fade to gray. We're gonna be okay. Okay.
Come, yes, so. Hold my hand.
On my hand.
Don't let go. I understand. I know it hurts. It wasn't fair.
It's over now.
Now, who's missing Grandpa Jose? He's taking his little nap. Let's call him so he can write it down here too.
Down, it's gonna be okay. This song could go on. We're gonna be okay if all the blue skies.
And now, Jack is going to write the name of our ranch. And look at the little mess that was left here for us to clean up. Another good mess, like I always say.
Blue skies fade to gray.
That's right, guys. You could see that, thank God, the water worked out. We reached the Guarani Aquifer, but it wasn't easy. My God, right, honey? Something that was supposed to last how many days?
It was meant to be 2 days, right? We should have found it before 100 meters. I even talked to the people around here. Look, I'm digging a well over there, and I asked the folks in the nearby village, at what depth did you find your well here? Ah, here it was 90 meters deep. That's ours, right? It was deep. The other one found it at 40, so when I said I'd gone over 300 and found nothing, people were shocked. And really, some people even questioned it like, oh, but you should have done a more technical analysis, right? Not just with the little rod and all that. It was done. That analysis was done. It was done with the geologist, actually, and the people from the company said that this geologist is one of the ones who has made the most wells here in Santa Catarina. A highly experienced person who worked at SIDASC, a state agency. But it's, how is it? We can't know for sure. We can locate the fracture and see if there's water, but I don't think this technology can detect with complete accuracy.
Including, guys, the same fracture that was pointed out there. With the wand that I wanted to use, the company doesn't mean that the company always uses the wand. No. They give it as an option because here in the countryside, the vast majority, really the vast majority, look for water using that wand method, right? And it always works. Always here, I say always because everyone who drilled a well called this same man, and it always worked.
Here it also worked in a way, but it just wasn't enough water.
So much so that the geologist analyzed it for us. We send the coordinates of the place and the geologist does it. Then it stays, there's that little system there. There's a system that shows where there's water with a red color. Business like this is a more technical thing.
I'm not sure if it's more suitable. It was where the fracture happened, in the Baixada.
But, you know, what happens? It detects if there's moisture, water, and so on. But since what happened there was that they drilled and found this fracture, it was full of sludge, so there was already a lot of water in that place. It was a really wide fracture. But the water runs out one day, right, guys? And in these situations we're living in nowadays, where people only think about deforesting, and don't think about planting trees, that's what happens. So that's why we're really concerned. There were even people, Jack, who commented like, oh, Josie, you always do everything right, and now you're working on the Guarani Aquifer. That's not right, guys. We're here at the ranch and we want to transform this place, not with buildings. We want to transform this place here. Planting trees too. We've already planted at least 100 trees all over the land, with fruit trees and native trees. And to plant, to create a wealth of water, a wealth of nature, we need to plant trees. How are we going to plant if we don't have water on the property? The company, as Jack said, it's standard for the company to have a geologist. They didn't go to any artesian well without first doing a study with the geologist. So it was a misfortune that happened to us, all the workers, the company, everyone was like that. We were all shocked by what happened because a lot happened. A part broke there, that's what the guy from the company was saying. Wow. I've worked at the company for 22 years and I've never seen a part this big break. We always work and I've seen smaller parts, but this size, breaking during the rock drilling, I've never seen it. It snapped. Steel cable, the truck's electrical system broke down.
The compressor failed a few times.
The boys, when they were coming, had 2 flat tires on the truck. So, like, a lot of things kept happening, and I said, we can't get discouraged.
And there's that thing, oh
my God.
I want to speak, but I can't.
I talk more than I want to.
I want to interrupt, right? Oh, and some people also mentioned, why don't you open another well? Keep drilling. In our region, with the Guarani Aquifer, we know we'll eventually find water. Sometimes there's none at 200, but maybe at 250 or 300. We're always hoping, and in the worst case scenario, if there's still no water, it'll reach 500 or 600. We'll look for the Guarani Aquifer, a blessing in the southern region's interior. We're on an island in central Santa Catarina. The aquifer is in the middle, but doesn't reach the coast. So people on the coast in the plateau region have to drill several wells to find water. We're fortunate in this region, which is why we didn't drill more wells. We stuck with the one where the equipment was already set up, confident we'd eventually find it.
And so, guys, you must have a lot of money to want to keep insisting, right? Because what happens, as we see, there are 10 neighbors who drilled. One got 80, one got 40. We kept thinking, no, but we're already at 200, so we're going to find water, you know? So we thought, wow, all the trouble of moving the truck, drilling, trying to find water, and
sometimes
not even finding a permit.
There's a whole process, and we were in the most suitable place, right? We were already digging into the hill, so imagine the trouble of bringing in trucks. The only flat spot was right there.
The most suitable. Because there was a study with the geologist, there was the issue with Varinha, and it's low, it's flat, it's low, it's a valley. There are water veins there, a stream, and the river is nearby. So what happened to us is something totally abnormal, surreal.
We know there must be a future purpose for what happened, right? So you could find the aquifer, so you could have water that will never run dry, so you can build a pool, so you can have water with medicinal properties that's much better than surface water. So we're looking forward to it. Now the next steps will be to do the flow tests, pipe the water, and so on. For now, we still don't have the water yet. Also, we need to clean out all the pipes where the crew put the machines in, so there are some metal residues left, right? So as soon as we finish the cleaning and the flow tests, we'll be able to pipe the water. Then everything will work out. Also, we'll do a potability analysis to check the water's nutrients. We're really looking forward to seeing what's good in this aquifer water.
And write down below in the comments, everyone, any questions you have about the artesian well, because we want to make one. I even have a playlist here, artesian well, and I'm posting these videos, right? Then we'll answer you, make a video responding to all your questions. Price anyway. We want to explain everything in detail.
We've talked to the company, have the receipt with all expenses, and we'll show everything in detail. They allowed it.
And we are very, very happy. We know it's a really high amount, really high. We're not going to say the amount right now because we want to make a specific video about it, but it's a really high amount. In our case, it was very expensive. But we will. Everything we dream of and have faith in, God allows us to achieve. I think this won't be any different.
It's an investment, whether we like it or not.
For us, it's an investment because we want to take care of this tourism part. We want to plant a lot of things, reforest a lot, so we're really going to need a lot of water. Oh, some people were saying like, oh, that's absurd, it's a luxury, what do you want? There were people saying that, really, believe it, oh, it's a luxury, you made this luxury, now you have to deal with it. Something like, oh, there's a stream, and you have to fetch water, but really, why say something you don't know about?
Different purposes? Maybe for that person it was a luxury.
No, but like this Jack about the stream, guys, never comment on something like that. If you don't know 100% of the situation, giving your opinion about something. Now, being emphatic about what you're saying is complicated, isn't it? The person said, oh, you have water from the stream. Are you going to use that water from the stream? Yes, our stream water is really good, by the way, because it comes from up the hill over there with rocks. It's great. We've used that water a lot. You know what happens? Our stream doesn't have water all the time. It's really a very sad situation.
The street water isn't always available. We use the community artesian well, but we've been without water for 3 days. Just so you have an idea, we only have half a tank there. We're rationing it.
It's terrible, it's terrible. There's a big water shortage in the summer. The stream dries up, so it's complicated. We even hear, oh, but collect rainwater. Yes, we already do that. We collect it both in the house up there and in the house down here. So we do all this just to be able to have water, right? And it's no use. How are we going to set something up for tourism? Invite someone, invite you to come here, and then there's no water for your shower?
People don't care where the water comes from or why it ran out. Forget it. No, I want water,
So it's complicated, everyone. Each case is different. And I just want to say that despite our debt right now that we have...
More videos are coming to the channel now.
Right? There will be more videos on the Uhu channel.
To be able to pay the bills,
please leave lots of likes, comments, engage a lot in the comments. If you're too lazy to write, just drop an emoji and my heart will already be super happy, and that's it. Guys, share the video with everyone. Go ahead and buy the products from Doctors First, the things I recommend for you because they're quality products. I'm always grateful to everyone who always buys. Thank you so much, really, and that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is the happiest video, right? It worked out. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video with everyone. Big kiss, God bless, see you next video. Bye.